Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about the Shakur Stevenson fight versus Christopher Diaz, which was a pretty good fight. And you know, I know I'm kind of late a little bit, but like I say, I put my opinion on it. I got to have my thoughts and my opinion about the fight. And you know, one thing is this is a step up fight for people say this was a step up fight for Shakur Stevenson, but at the same time, he like he been a pro. You know what I'm saying? He know what he's doing at the same time, especially out the fight, because he dominated Christopher Diaz. You know, Shakur Stevenson, he's very athletic. He's very fast. He needs space to throw his hands. He's not an inside fighter. I see that. And another thing too, he with that right hand, he measures his shots and measures his opponents, and then he'll throw that left hand. You know what I'm saying? And left hand and the right hand, but the left hand was on. You know what I'm saying? And you know, one thing is, some people say his defense is okay. I think he got pretty good defense. You know, he got that little. He'll make you hit him in his back and hit him on his he'll make sure his face is covered up with his arms and stuff like that. So he's like doing a shoulder roll like Floyd Mayweather too at the same time. You know, one thing is I see he got a little bit of Terence Crawford's rubbing off on Shakur Stevenson. Of course, Shakur Stevenson is getting some kind of advice and tips of how to fight people, or and to finish them off at the same time. And I think Shakur Stevenson got Andre Ward as in his mentor, and I think Terence Crawford's a mentor too at the same time. And to be one of the best, the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, is getting another vice or people mentoring you who was like Andre Ward, who was the number one pound for pound when he retired, and now the number one pound for pound fighter in the world to me is Terence Crawford, which he's getting some tips on how to fight. You know what I'm saying? So, and how to be and how to come in and come out the ring without getting bruised up or getting messed up and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he's very quick. Like I say, he relied on his quickness and his athleticism, and his ring IQ is getting better too at the same time. Of course, he's still he a little bit was in the prospect stage, but now I think he's out of that, because now he got 11 wins now and still 6 KOs. He knocked out his last opponent, but he didn't knock out Christopher Diaz, but he almost knocked him down with a couple of punches too at the same time. But he's still growing into his man strength. I still say that. And like I say, I guess he don't need to be an inside fighter when you need to throw it from a distance, and he'll be more safer from a distance instead of being inside, because you can definitely probably get knocked out, or you can get knocked out being a distance from your opponent. But I see what's going on, because I was going for, I thought, to me, I like the Devin Haney over Shakur Stevenson, because Devin Haney got an inside game too, in the outside game, but Shakur Stevenson is an outside fighter. He's an outside. Most of his punches come from the outside. No, not so much inside. He don't have an inside game, but you don't have to rely on that. But he was hitting the head of Christopher Diaz and the body. You know what I'm saying? So he came in with the right game plan. He came in as in trying to outbox Diaz, and he was going there. He was coming in for the knockout. Because I remember in some fights, he's coming in to knock you out. I remember some people say, when you come in there and try to get the knockout, and you try hard enough, try to get a knockout, you might get knocked out, because you're trying to go in there and try to get the knockout. So let the knockout come to you. And I think he's a smart fight. He's a smart fighter. So if it happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't. As long as you dominate and you got the win. And like I said, he almost knocked down Christopher Diaz, but he didn't get the knockdown. But but like I say, he's still 21 years old, and this is his first step up. and he passed the test. Bob Arum didn't want him to fight fight Christopher Diaz because Christopher Diaz is a experienced fighter, and he made Christopher Diaz like an amateur. You know what I'm saying to me? And Christopher Diaz then couldn't maintain the speed, and you know he got some hits here and there. Of course, you know when you fight anybody, some people gonna get some punches in at the same time. But like I say, Shakur Stevenson, he won me over. Is he better than Devin Haney? I think it's neck to neck a little bit to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, but we gotta see. We definitely gonna see who's the next opponent is gonna be. And you know, like I say, he got Andre Ward and he has Terrence Crawford as his mentors to getting tips and how to throw a punch and how accuracy that Shakur Stevenson was at the same time in this fight. And like I say, what do y'all think about Shakur Stevenson? Do you think he need to do you think his next opponent should be a world champion? Do you think he need some more fights in to fight the next opponent? Whatever. What do y'all think? And who you think is better, Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney? Okay, so leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Like my page. Hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. All right, bye.